Hi everyone, it's Stacy from PeonyLaneDesigns.com. Have you subscribed to the channel yet? If not, click the link below. We're going to talk about money. Hi everybody. So we're going to talk about something that makes a lot of people uncomfortable, and it's not something that I usually talk about on the channel or even on my blog about money. So I had a couple questions recently that made me go, I think we need to address this and talk about it, because if I struggle with this stuff, then you're probably, if you're a vintage reseller or selling furniture that you've created, you're probably going to encounter this at some point as well. So let's talk about pricing and money and all that good stuff. Okay, so I got notes because I had two questions come in. So the first one, I got emailed a question by somebody who is a vintage reseller, and she asked me if I ever feel guilty for charging so much for things that I know I paid a quarter for. That's a fair question, and I get it, because I work with a lot of other resellers, and you hear a lot, oh, I only paid a quarter for it, so it's fine. It's like they're not even pricing it at what it should be priced at. Or I've had it for a long time and I only paid a quarter for it anyway. There's a lot of justification on not pricing things the way they actually should be priced. I don't feel guilty. Maybe I'm a sociopath. I don't know. But I actually, no, I don't feel guilty at all. And I wrote down reasons why, because, I forget things as we talk. I'm a forgetful person. So one of the things was that I had said to this person in the email, if you guys email me, I will email you back. I'm happy to answer questions you have, because I've been doing it for a while, not like 20 years or anything, but long enough where I've kind of run into all the issues and problems. If you're furniture flipping or you're selling vintage, you're reselling, and you're running into some issues, email me. I'm happy to talk. You need someone to bounce stuff off of. Being an entrepreneur, if you don't have someone to talk to in your space, it can get really lonely really fast and really frustrating when you don't know what to do or where to go. So, and actually, if you go to PeonyLaneDesigns.com, I'm posting it. I posted an article this week about how I come up with my pricing structure. So we're not going to talk about that here. Mostly, I wanted to talk about that feeling of guilt that you're feeling. So there are people that, you've repainted a dresser and you only paid $10 for it. So you feel like you can't charge $700 for the dresser. Don't be ridiculous. It's a custom piece. It's a custom painted dresser. So I don't have that issue. I used to have that issue, especially with the vintage pieces that I would pay a quarter for and I was just flipping it. And then I realized something. Here's the deal. I spent hours, and I'm not talking about I stopped at a garage sale on my way home from work. No. I literally spent hours in a hot van with no air conditioning. It's really hot today, so this is an issue for me. I spent hours and hours and hours finding and curating those pieces. My time, your time, is worth money. Don't sell yourself short. Now, if they wanted to find that piece for a quarter, then they should have put their butt in the van and gone out and got it. If you want the convenience of a curated experience and finding that perfect vintage piece you've been looking for, but you just want to click buy it now, then you're going to pay me for the work that I put in to find that for you. And that's how you need to think about it. It's your job. It's a job. They're paying you to curate their shopping experience for them. So I say I go Junkin and I call it junk, but it's not. It's not junk. This stuff is worth money. And I've done a lot of research and knowing what I'm looking for. I've done a lot of, shopping and hours. I can't even tell you. I mean, I had 17,000 miles on my van that were Junkin last year. 17,000 miles I drove to find all that stuff. That's not cheap. So you got to think that price includes, let's see, I have to say shipping stuff. So I have to pay for boxes, and sometimes I'll recycle Amazon boxes or another box that came in that I have, but you don't always have the right size box. So you do have to have a stock of boxes, padded envelopes, things like that on hand, and then packing tape, which is not cheap, shipping labels, all that good stuff. You got to pay the postage. That's in that price. So if I short myself, I'm not making any money, because if you don't take that into consideration, if you don't treat this like a business, you're going to lose money fast. The other thing, they're not thinking about is it takes time to find it, to list it, to photograph it, to clean it, to repair it. I mean, I'm repairing some of the things that I have on there. So, I mean, it's little things like making sure the knobs aren't loose and, things like that. But when it leaves my house, it is the description that's in there. So I've done the research and the work and spent hours doing it. And then there's also taxes. So it's really cool to buy something for $25 and sell it for $20. But don't forget, Uncle Sam wants his part of that $20 at the end of the year. So I don't file quarterly, I file annually at the end of the year, and I need to make money to pay my taxes because I'm running a business. And then there's expenses for my website and all this other stuff that's all part of that. That's all part of making that money. So I don't feel particularly guilty. I think when I first started and I didn't have, I wasn't shipping and I wasn't selling on Etsy and I just was doing the booth, I did feel a little guilty because it was like, oh, well, maybe I shouldn't. Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I've put that thought out of my head now. So I come to the conclusion that I deserve to make a living from what I do. And if you want to just go online and search for the perfect little piece of ironstone and you don't want to spend hours driving around the country, literally the country. Every time we take a vacation, I'm junking. I don't leave my state without stopping at your thrift store in your state. I'm junking. It doesn't matter where I go. I'm stopping at sales. I mean, I've junked all over the country to find stuff. That's no lie. So if they want to do that, they want to get in a car and spend hours and hours and hours, they'll do it and they'll find it for a better price. If they want to pay me to do it for them, that's why I have private clients. And I've said to them, you could do this yourself. And they're like, no, I'll pay you to do it. That's your job. And it's like, yeah, that's my job. So I take on private clients and I look for what they want me to find for them. I have collectors that, they want teapots, and I have collectors that want tins, and I have collectors that want specific items. They pay me for the job that I do for them. And you shouldn't feel guilty about that. Now, the second thing that I wanted to address was I had a particularly aggressive customer on Etsy. And I'm going to say this with all Christian love and kindness. Because bless your heart, you want a deal. I have it in my shop policies that I don't accept offers on my stuff. Again, it's that curated price. When I'm on Etsy, I've curated my stuff to include all of the stuff that I need to make a living. So she was extremely aggressive. Came back and forth trying to get me to lower the price, was rude. That's never the way to get me to lower a price, is trying to make me feel guilty, because I don't feel guilty. I feel aggressive back. So it was really hard for me to not tell her to, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to bleep it. I want to. But it was really difficult for me. And she said, that's what the fun is, isn't it? Is the art of the deal. And I'm like, listen, Trump, I ain't interested in the art of the deal. This is my shop. I'm selling it, and you're going to pay the price or you're not going to pay the price. But thanks for looking. And I dismissed her with thanks for looking. She bought the item anyway at the price I had on it. Oh, I should have known. If they're that big of a problem in the process, I should have canceled her order. because in every package that I sell, I have a reorder discount. So if you've ordered from me in the past, I give you a coupon code if you want to buy something else in my shop. It's a thank you code. It's a thank you for shopping with me discount. It gets bigger if you shop with me regularly. So I've had people that have bought from me, use the reorder, and then they get an even bigger discount the next time that they order caps off at a certain point, because I do want to make money. But she was so angry that I didn't give her that discount before when she placed her original order. I mean, it was all caps, email back to me. And I said to her, that discount, she said, you knew that discount was available to me. And I said, the discount wasn't available to you. It's a reorder discount. It's a thank you discount. I don't negotiate the prices in my shop, and I don't think you should either. It doesn't do any of us any good. It creates a culture where everybody thinks that they can get something for free, and it's been a real frustration of mine because there are shows like people are negotiating this and negotiating that. They all want to get the best price and blah, 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 blah. I want to get the best price too, and I still want to make a living. So if you want to get the best price, go to a garage sale. Go negotiate. Go to a flea market. I am not a flea market, and I am not a garage sale. At the point that it's listed on my shop, that's the price. Unless I choose to put it on sale. I'm not negotiating, and I don't feel bad about it. And I don't have to justify it, neither do you. So if you're struggling with pricing, head over to the blog. Like I said, there is that article up there on how I come up with my pricing. I use services like WorthPoint. I am an affiliate with WorthPoint. I will put a link in the listing below. It's like $200 if you pay annually. Totally worth it, because it'll show you what the market will bear. So what it's sold for previously. And it's been a real eye-opener for me, because some things that I thought I was going to list for like 20 bucks, I would go on WorthPoint and find out that it recently sold at auction on eBay for like 200, and you're going, well, I kind of would have underpriced that. So it's been a help to have WorthPoint, and you can do a little research. I have research books you guys have seen me pick up, but I've also, I go on to things like replacements.com. And anyway, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. Go to the blog. I'll put the link down below. Right to the article, so you don't have to go searching through the blog, but on how I come up with my pricing. So you are entitled to earn a living doing this. It is okay to make money. This is your permission. Oh, got a call. I was just about done. Did you see my righteous indignation fired up? I get really passionate about this stuff because I feel like especially for women who are resellers, we feel like we're not entitled to make money. And bless your heart, you are. Okay? I want y'all to know you are entitled to make money, and it's okay to charge people. And if somebody chooses not to buy from you, they weren't your demographic. Okay? So you can just write them off. And in the 1x1 square of people who matter in your life, they're not in it. Don't give what they say. I mean, if I had gotten bent out of shape about that woman who thought the fun was in negotiating a better price, go negotiate with somebody else who feels like you have the right to do that. I don't. When is it, why did it suddenly become the customer gets to dictate to me how much I should charge for my product? No, I'm not comfortable with that. I'm not okay with that. So that's always been my policy. And if people have a problem with it, then there are plenty of other shops on Etsy and eBay. Go look for it somewhere else. There's a reason why you're contacting me and why you're looking at mine. It's either that the other ones are damaged or not as good condition or color isn't right, blah, blah, blah. Whatever the reason, you found my shop and you want this product, then you're going to pay for it. And I'm okay with you not being happy about it. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I always love the comments. Thanks for everybody who's been coming in and offering other advice and tips for everybody, because I think, you know, a rising tide helps everybody. So the tips that you give on the comments below on the videos, the tutorials, that helps everybody. So I'm happy that you do that. Don't feel like I get ticked off that you're there. Love it. I love when you guys come in and you help me and you help everybody else. So thanks for watching, everybody. Happy Junkin. Bye. I don't even know what I'm supposed to say now. Happy Junkin. Bye. Visit my blog, peonylanedesigns.com, for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos. I post every week DIY tutorials and, of course, more Junkin videos.